Assalamu alaikum. So, you're looking for a way to earn some money online, but you want to make sure it's simple and, more importantly, that it's halal, right? Well, you've definitely come to the right place. We're about to break down a method that, get this, costs nothing to start, lets you stay completely anonymous, we're talking totally faceless, and is 100% faith compliant. Let's dive right in. It can be tough out there trying to find an online gig that really fits with your values. It feels like a real challenge sometimes. But the good news, there's a model that's super straightforward, it actually works, and we're going to walk through every single step together. So, what makes this model so awesome? Well, first off, you can start with literally $0. It's built on principles that are halal, which is huge. But honestly, the real game changer for so many people is that it's faceless. This means you can keep your privacy, whether it's for personal reasons or religious ones, and just focus on what matters, the value you're giving. See, at the end of the day, this whole thing is about genuinely helping people, not just pushing a product. And just so we're clear, this isn't some tiny little side hustle idea. We're talking about a market that's valued at over $2.5 trillion. That is absolutely massive. It just goes to show you how much demand there is for real, valuable knowledge out there. All right, so here's the game plan. It's a simple 5-step roadmap. We're going to cover what this business is all about, how to find your focus, create your product, set up a simple online shop, and then how to get the word out using Instagram. Super straightforward. Okay, let's kick things off with step 1, a halal online business. We need to get a really good handle on the core concept here so we all know exactly what we're talking about. So, the whole idea is pretty simple when you break it down. You find a specific group of people and you figure out a really painful problem they're dealing with. Then you sell them the solution. But here's the thing, the solution isn't some physical thing you have to ship. Nope, it's your knowledge, your experience, all packaged up neatly into something like a simple PDF guide. It's easy, it's scalable, and honestly, it's a really powerful way to do business. All right, moving on to step 2, finding your niche and problem. And I want you to really pay attention here, because this is the foundation of your entire business. Seriously, if you nail this part, everything else just kind of falls into place. It really just comes down to 2 things. First, you pick who you're going to help. That's your niche. And second, you have to find their single biggest, most annoying problem, the one that keeps them up at night. Your whole business is going to be built around solving that one specific problem. Let's look at some real examples so you can see how this works. You're basically drawing a straight line from a group of people to their problem. So maybe your niche is Muslim men, and a painful problem they face is struggling with lust addiction. Or maybe you're helping new reverts who are dealing with low confidence. Or hey, what about guys stuck in a 9-to-5? Their biggest stress might be having just that one source of income. You see how specific that is? That's the key. Okay, so you know who you're helping and what you're solving. Now for the fun part, actually creating the solution. Let's get into how you build your digital product. And the best part? You don't need to buy any fancy, expensive software. The source material points to 2 amazing tools that are completely free. You've got ChatGPT to help you brainstorm and get a solid outline, and then you've got Canva to make your PDF guide look super professional. Easy, right? Okay, but hold on a second. We need to talk about using AI, and this is really important. You can't just copy and paste what it spits out. The quote here says it all. People aren't buying text from a robot. They're buying your knowledge, your experiences, your unique way of looking at things. Think of AI as your assistant, not the expert. It's the tool to help you organize your thoughts. That's it. So, here's how you do it right. Use AI to get a first draft or to map out your chapters. But then, it's on you. You've got to rewrite everything in your own voice. You need to add your own personal stories, your own methods that worked for you, fix anything that sounds generic or just plain wrong. You have to make it one of a kind. That's what people will pay for. And the source gives us a really clever, simple little method for this. It's a 2-step process. First, you ask ChatGPT for a detailed outline for the whole guide. Then, you go chapter by chapter and ask it for a step-by-step breakdown of each one. Boom! Just like that, you have a solid skeleton that you can now flesh out with all of your own unique knowledge. All right, so your guide is finished. It looks great. Now what? How do people actually give you money for it? That brings us to our next step, setting up a super simple online store. And guess what? We're sticking with free and easy here too. There are platforms like Gumroad and Payhip that are absolutely perfect for this. You just upload your PDF, you decide on a price, and they give you one simple link that you can share with anyone. That's it.
You don't need to build a complicated website or anything.
Okay, we've reached the final piece of the puzzle. This is where we make the magic happen. How do we get people to actually see your amazing product? We're going to turn Instagram into your very own free traffic machine. Now, setting up this faceless profile isn't random, it's very strategic. Think of it like a checklist. Your username, keep it simple, but try to get a keyword in there for your niche. Your bio, it needs to do 3 things. Say who you help, how you help, and have a clear call to action telling them to click the link. Your profile pic can just be a cool logo or icon. And that link in your bio, that's your golden ticket, your Gumroad or Payhip link. So how do we get the traffic flowing? It all comes down to a really simple formula, a core engine for this whole business. Posting Reels creates free traffic, and free traffic turns into sales. That's the loop. You just consistently put out short, helpful videos, Reels, about the problem your people are facing. They see the reel, they come to your profile, they click the link, and you make a sale. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch. None of this works without consistency. The source is crystal clear about this. If you're not posting content pretty much every day, nobody's going to see your offer. You'll be invisible. Consistent effort is the one thing that's absolutely non-negotiable if you want this to work. So let's do a super quick recap of the whole game plan. 1. Pick your niche and their biggest problem. 2. Create a simple PDF solution. 3. Host it for free on Gumroad or Payhip. 4. Set up your strategic, faceless Instagram profile. And 5. Post Reels every single day to bring in the traffic. That's the entire model from A to Z. And that's it. That's the entire blueprint laid out for you. So I'll just leave you with this one final question to think about. With everything you know, with all the experiences you've had, what's a painful problem out there that you, and only you, could be the one to solve?